We will come on now to the Q&A, and we've been given permission to go for another 15 minutes if we have questions, and we've already got quite a few on the app this time, so that's good. I'm just going to hand this microphone back. There's one, and you've got another one.
Oh, yep.
So I'll come over to here. We've got quite a few questions on the app, so I'll start with those. It seems if you like the questions on the app, they move higher up the list, so if you want to like the questions that are already there. Have we got Jeroen still there, or Jeroen? I hear how to pronounce his name correctly in that previous session. There he is. So we've got quite a few questions for you, Jeroen. We'll start with those. One which is very dear to my heart, so I'm glad it's at the top. What is the Nestlé position on the use of gene editing and similar technologies as a tool to reach carbon zero?
Nestlé has a very strict policy. We don't use any GM technologies at the moment.
Okay, nice ending to that. One more for you then. Does Nestlé expect or hope for certification of Regen Ag?
I think this dreadful ego in my... I think the question of certification around Regen Ag, I think is not going to be resolved very quickly. Nestlé has tried to lead a couple of industry initiatives to make sure that we're all talking about the same thing. I think what we have done in the meantime is quantified and qualified what Regen Ag means to us. And we're moving along those lines. And we're doing that by indicating clear OVIs, clear measurable indicators that allow others that are out there to track and verify our progress on that route.
Thanks very much. So this is a question for all of the panel. So how do the companies represented in the panel support their farmers' adaptation to climate change, including resilience to and recovery from extreme weather events? So anybody can answer that.
I'll have a go from a banking perspective. I think it's taking a long-term view, setting conservative ratios to begin with on where we lend, and then when clients do, let's say, suffer adverse effects from climate change, setting reasonable pathways to recovery and making sure they're still there, and also more resilient at the end of it. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm going to jump in there. So supporting farmers in climate crisis. We've been, one of the reasons why we've been on this net carbon zero track is to give farmers an avenue or a belief in future of farming, and not to, I'll probably get a few people offside with a comment like this, but plant New Zealand's biggest weed that's taking over the beef and lamb industry. So we're wanting to enable those farmers to see a path through to the future. Not quite answering a question, but alongside.
I presume that's right. So I think, Wayne, from Fonterra's perspective, there's kind of several different layers here, right? There's effectively the, what does adaptation look like around, putting up that fence at the top of the cliff, and then what does the ambulance look like at the bottom? In terms of that top of the cliff stuff, we have a dedicated team that works one-on-one with our farmers in terms of their environmental performance that not only provides some advice with mitigations, but also some adaptation strategies. So, what do you do in terms of water stress and drought conditions? What are the types of things that a farmer should be thinking about? In terms of some of the impacts that we're seeing right now, this is one of the times when actually the strength of the cooperative is actually very strong. So we are seeing situations where there are farmers in Northland, farmers in the east coast of the North Island, who we simply cannot service. We cannot get tankers there. They cannot get power on their farms. So making some very, very difficult decisions around what they do with their herd in terms of managing animal welfare, managing milking. One of the abilities or the strengths of a cooperative means that we can work with those farmers in terms of we will use that cooperative strength to make sure that you still get paid for the milk that you don't provide, because actually we benefit through that collective strength. So that's something that we're able to help our farmers with, and so we'll be able to leverage the size and strength of the cooperative in the type of setting.
Cool. Okay. Euron, do you want to answer?
Yeah.